Hi everyone, welcome to Zane Abroad. I'm Zane. I'm a PhD in the social sciences and I have expertise in higher education, international student mobility, and Asian studies. I've been living and studying abroad for over 13 years now, and I've been learning languages since I was in junior high school. I've created this website as a platform to share knowledge of mine on language learning, academic English, living and studying abroad, and some of my own research expertise. During my time in different Asian countries, including Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, I've met people from all over the world who are learning English as their second language. They've all had their own reasons for learning English, including preparing for a standardized test or even completing a thesis to complete a graduate degree in an overseas university. However, throughout my time at different universities, I've met students that struggled in academic settings, even though they got high scores on standardized tests like the IELTS or the TOEFL. I've heard everything from not knowing how to organize their ideas, not knowing how to write essays, how to create arguments or opinions in writing, how to avoid plagiarism, and how to write literature reviews, which are all key skills that you'll need in university. From many of the students that I've taught over the years, I've often heard, "I'm not sure if my research idea or topic is worth exploring," or simply, "I don't know what to say." These are all common problems that everyone encounters and things that university professors probably won't teach you and will likely assume that you already know. The skill that you'll require to overcome some of these challenges is academic English. What many people don't know is that English for academic purposes, or EAP, is distinct from the conversational, informal English that you learned in secondary school or use when traveling. That is what we call English for general purposes. In terms of language, EAP is generally more formal, specific, less individual focused, and more research focused. Mastering EAP, however, goes far beyond just language skills and entails specific thinking abilities. Successful students and researchers are successful not just because they can state their opinion and say, "I think" or "I believe," but they base what they say on evidence. If you go to a Western university or doing a master's or PhD in an English-speaking country, you'll be expected to go beyond just summarizing what you've learned, and you'll be expected to think critically. Whether you're doing a presentation or writing a paper, you'll need to connect the content with larger themes and concepts. This is why I'm a believer in what I call the academic perspective. I've found that few courses prepare to-be university or grad students for challenges like these. Many students who start a master's or a PhD program in particular find themselves overwhelmed and do not know where to turn to for help. Even if you memorize advanced vocabulary or grammar patterns, but don't know how to logically form an argument and link your study to broader concepts, you're going to find yourself struggling in university. To help students overcome some of the challenges that I've mentioned so far, I've developed a special course to help train aspiring university and graduate students in EAP. If you're experiencing any of the difficulties that I just mentioned, or you simply want to prepare to study abroad, then I think you'll benefit greatly from my course. The skills I teach in this course will equip you to achieve your academic goals, expose you to new ways of thinking that you won't learn in schools or from any prep course for standardized English tests. As I always say, language learning does not just entail learning new words and grammar patterns, but can open our minds to new ways of thinking, giving us new perspectives on the world. For this reason, when I teach EAP, I don't strictly just teach students just language. I also train them to think in critical and analytical ways that will allow them to thrive in academic settings and set them apart from everyone else. Therefore, I've handpicked materials from multiple EAP textbooks designed to give you a comprehensive syllabus and exposure to a broad range of materials to help you prepare for your academic journey. In my blog, which is also included in this website, I'm going to share some of my own experiences in language learning, as well as some of my research and social observations to give you some supplementary material for your own benefit. I look forward to seeing you, and I hope you benefit from my website. Thank you.